Hey, my friend, the universe just gave you a green light. You have entered a phase where everything is beginning to work out for you. If you resonate with the message that I'm going to share today with you, you've entered a phase where everything is slowly beginning to work out according to your present frequency, your present energy. So you may even feel a deep peace knowing that the time has finally come, the time when all your inner work is beginning to pay off. So, my friend, if you resonate with this, be prepared for many breakthroughs and synchronicities that are about to begin showing up in your life. It's just a natural thing. When we align, we start to see these kind of things. So, if this resonates, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because every single day I bring to you updates and messages that help you to align your frequency and focus onto what truly matters to create the best possible life for you. I want to share 5 different signs today with you that the universe will show to you at the time when it gives you a green light. So you know it's time to move forward, so you know it's time to take action, so you know that your energy is aligned, so you know your manifestations are coming, especially at times when you are maybe at a crossroad, or you are experiencing confusion, or you're going through something that you're not really sure what would be the right thing to do. You know, there are moments, sometimes years, sometimes months, sometimes weeks, when we are waiting and healing and questioning, like when things will change. But at the same time, as we've been going through healing and we've been going through the maybe process of waiting, there was a change that was already happening within ourselves. Have you noticed that every time you are being patient, you're actually reprogramming yourself? Have you noticed that every time you're waiting something, you're actually also becoming more persistent and present with yourself? Have you noticed that when things are not going your way, you're also working on becoming more okay with how things are? And it is all altering your frequency. And as your frequency changes, the heaviness begins to lift, the fog starts to clear, and things that used to feel blocked suddenly begin to flow again. Have you noticed these things? So I'm sure that many of you have spent a long time doing the inner work, like maybe releasing the old baggage or old memories of pain, transmuting them into forgiveness and peace, like healing past patterns and learning patience. And right now with this message, I want to say to you that you are ready and you can move forward now. So what are the 5 signs that the universe gives to you when you know that it's time to move on, to see the green light from the universe? It doesn't show up literally, even though many times it can, like you're on the road and you start to see green lights all over the place. That's how you know that you are aligned, that you're aligned with the current of life. So the first sign is flow returns. The feeling of flow returns. I'm an artist, and today I'm sharing with you one of my paintings. And one of my favorite feelings is the feeling of flow. That's when the resistance fades. You will know the green light has arrived when life begins to move with you instead of against you. And there are 3 stages to the flow, to the return of the flow state. And the first stage is that a feeling of pause ends, like things are not resting anymore. You notice that things start to change again, like maybe emails return, clients start coming in, ideas come in, synchronicities start appearing, And every time when this begins, it means that you've entered a new timeline, you've entered a new motion of events in your life. So you moved on from something where you've been maybe in a phase of healing, or in a phase of preparation, or in a phase where life was testing you a little bit to break out of the eggshell. The second phase, as the flow returns, is that a feeling of ease replaces effort. A feeling of ease replaces effort. You've experienced that, right? What once felt heavy now feels very natural. You're no longer forcing outcomes anymore. It starts to just flow. It starts to move. You don't need to, try so hard. It doesn't mean you don't work hard. You still work, but it just feels more fluid work. Like you just lose the sense of time when you're working. That's how you know that the flow has returned. And the third stage to this is that you respond, or you start responding to everything that is happening with trust instead of resistance or fear or worry. That's how you know your energy has actually shifted. You start taking steps forward without needing certain guarantees or certain proofs that it will work out. You have trust. And trust is an incredible energy because we don't need evidence in order to do something. We have faith. And that's when we've actually changed. Neville Goddard said, "Change your conception of yourself and you will automatically change the world in which you live." And all the process of healing was actually the process of changing the conception of yourself, which means changing how you see yourself. In the past, maybe you've seen yourself as someone who's been hurt in the past, or someone who hasn't received enough love, or someone who was lacking something. But then you've noticed that all these experiences made you believe that there's something wrong with you, that there's something missing, or that you need to be someone else in order to receive what you want. But as you went through the process of healing and actualization and growth and some kind of transformation, you've noticed that what you truly needed to discover was more peace in your heart, more self-love. And that's how you've started seeing yourself differently. You've noticed that you're already worthy. You've noticed that you're already loving being, and you're lovable because of that. And you've noticed that you have talents, that you have something unique to share. You've noticed that you can offer to this world something very beautiful, because it came through you. And that's what changed the conception of yourself. You've started seeing yourself in a new way, and that started automatically changing the world in which you live. Suddenly you have started, or you're about to start, meeting more loving experiences, because life only reflects back to you the energy that you project out. The second sign that the universe gave you a green light is that synchronicities multiply. And science start confirming your state of readiness. This is a very beautiful thing that starts happening. The universe starts speaking in patterns. Like numbers start appearing, songs. How many of you have heard before, like, you had a question, you've been on a crossroad, you've been wondering something, and then there was a song with an answer. Or you've watched a movie and there was an answer. In 2018, when I started painting, almost every movie I watched, there was an artist, the main character. That was so interesting. Almost every movie I watched, there was an artist in it. That's how I knew this is the right path for me. Or you may see phrases that are repeating, people coming in that are already in the fields that you are entering, giving you a sign that you're on the right path and more things are about to show up in your life. And it just feels like you feel seen by life itself. There are 3 stages to this as well. The first one is that you notice repetition. Certain symbols or signs keep showing up. That's how you know that momentum has begun. Then the second stage is that you feel a feeling of resonance. Your body recognizes the messages before your mind does. So you just resonate with a message. Like maybe you're watching this video and you resonate, even if your mind says, oh, I don't truly believe this stuff. But your mind is like, yeah, there's some truth in it. And then the third stage to, this sign when synchronicities multiply is that you acknowledge alignment. You start to see what alignment truly means. You say, oh, I see it. I'm listening. I'm willing to move on with this sign, whatever it is for you. You stop chasing meaning and you start trusting the flow of life, whatever comes to you. There comes a moment in our lives where it's not just enough to see signs. We need to take action with it. And only when we acknowledge that these signs truly are for us, that the life is truly speaking to us and saying us something, only when we trust it, we are ready to move on. That's where we show readiness, right? And only if we take action, the momentum can keep going. So it's very important. Paulo Coelho said, when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. He said in helping you to achieve it, not just in bringing everything to you, it is helping you. So you put in the work, because the work you put in changes you. It's like you shape a diamond of you. It's like, you put yourself under the pressure and that pressure builds you. And at the same time, the universe helps you in this process to shape yourself, because sometimes under the pressure you feel like you're not capable of, or you feel like you're not ready yet. That's when the universe gives you these confirmations, to give you green lights. Yeah, you can do it, my friend, and everything will work out well. And even if it doesn't work your way, it's still going divine way. And just please see it this way, and you will notice that everything truly always works out. The third sign is that you feel deep inner calm after the storm. After deep healing or confusion, peace begins to rise, and suddenly you're not in tension anymore with life. Suddenly you don't feel that need to fight or have this deep rigidness towards life. There's a quiet but undeniable feeling that you've entered a new phase. And that's when the emotional noise of the past fades away and you stop needing to fix everything. You truly become a bit better at observing things, accepting them as they are, and just noticing your path through everything. Almost like you would come into the forest and you would see like, oh, there's so many trees, I don't know where to go. And then you see a path and you just follow the path. You're not looking into trees, because then you would crash into trees, right? You follow the path. And that's how it feels after the storm. It still feels like, oh, my life is still not ideal and it may be still a bit chaotic, but I see a way now and I trust that this path is my path. That's where there's less emotional noise and clarity feels more simple. You realize peace is your power, not a pause in it. Peace is your power, right? What does it mean? It means that when you relax into the present moment and you do what in this present moment you can do, you notice there's no need to be in tension anymore, because you are being held. And it's just a subtle feeling, like no belief can truly give you that. It must be a feeling, it must be an energy, and therefore to arrive into this energy, we need to go through some kind of a transformation that often we call dark night of the soul, or healing phase, or deep confusion. And you've been through it, so you've learned to stabilize yourself into the calm. That's when you learn to protect your energy, to rest more, and to allow life to unfold gently. Rumi said something so beautiful that is so relatable here. When the soul lies down in the grass, the world is too full to talk about. It just means that, sometimes when doesn't matter how chaotic our lives may look, we sit down and we just don't need to explain it anymore. We don't need to complain about it anymore. We're just okay. We're just fine. And that's a sign that you've healed from that need to react to what is happening. And when you feel that, the universe gives you a green light, because definitely, like 100%, you will be rewarded for this, because every time a person experiences this kind of progress, they get rewarded, because their new frequency resonates with more pace, with more harmony, with more abundance, with more love. And that's just beautiful. But the truth is, there are some things you can only learn in a storm. So you needed to go through the storm, and you also understand why you needed to go through it. And now you also can help so many people that are going through it, which is also very beautiful and valuable. The fourth sign that the universe gave you a green light is that opportunities start reflecting your growth. The world starts mirroring your new vibration. Aligned people come in, offers come in, and possibilities start appearing. There are 3 stages to this. The first one is that you notice the shift. You notice that something changed, like things are not the same anymore. What once drained you no longer fits. So you're just moving on from old things. Old relationships may end. Maybe certain people disappeared. So you've noticed that shift, because what used to drain you no longer fits you. So you moved on. The second stage is that new doors start opening. Opportunities arrive that match who you are becoming. How many of you have noticed that? Write in the comments, yes. Because I love to see people making progress, because it tells the collective that it's possible, but also that many people are shifting. When many people are shifting, the shift becomes more available, like that energy of change becomes more available in the collective. And the third stage, after new doors start opening, is that you just feel that deep need to take action, to open these doors, to step through, and to say yes, even if it scares you, because your soul recognizes truth. And I'm seeing these processes over and over again in my life, in life of people I've been mentoring, and in my family's life, and so on. So it's always beautiful to see, because, now when I see someone going through the dark phase, I say, hey, just be patient with yourself and learn as much as you can from the lessons that are being presented to you, because what is coming will surprise you. It always does. Vincent van Gogh asked us, what would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? I think it would be very boring, right? So we need to have courage to attempt something. So we need to ask ourselves, what do we want to attempt? What do we want to create? And to those of you who've started experiencing green lights from the universe, are you courageous enough to step through these doors now? Are you courageous enough to take this inspired action to make things happen? Because you will be surprised what will find you on the other side. Oh yes, you will be. I'm always surprised over and over again. The fifth sign that the universe gave you a green light is that the universe speaks through your energy, not words. This is big. And that's where we start to decode our own energy. We start to read energy. You don't have to beg for science anymore. You feel aligned, and life starts reflecting your vibration immediately. So the first thing that you notice is energy syncs. You sense harmony between your inner and outer world. So you notice immediately that your outer world is just a reflection of your inner world. Then the second thing that happens here is that your intuition strengthens. You feel guided without needing proof. And then the third part here is that manifestation accelerates. Things click into place quickly because you're not blocking them with doubt. You see, doubt creates resistance, and resistance creates fear and worry, and that creates a block, so the things you want don't come to you. Without resistance, things that you want would just appear very, very fast. So the whole process of usually personal transformation is to make the unconscious blocks conscious, to make unconscious reasons that we are worrying and doubting conscious, and then to step into a new energy where we have peace related to all of what caused worry and doubt. And then we shift into appreciation of what we already have and what is coming. And that usually leads to a great ascend in a person's frequency. Even Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Once you make conscious your unconscious patterns, then you have no other option but to change them, because you see, oh, I don't want to live this way anymore. And that's when the universe starts speaking through you, through your energy, because you've purified your vessel, your mind, and now you can sense very clearly your own guidance. So when the universe gives you a green light, it means your inner work has aligned with divine timing. Flow is not a reward, it's actually a reflection of your work. You've healed enough, trusted enough, and released enough to move forward. So now, my friend, take the step, because the universe has already said yes to you. Do you feel that in your heart? Let me know in the comment section. Drop a green heart if you feel it. I will leave you here. I hope you found a great value today. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. To anyone that would like to get a print of today's painting, you can go into AttractPassion.com and you will find all of my art there. I channel these paintings, I see them in my mind's eye, and I need to paint them. I just feel the need to paint it. So that's why I'm doing that. Each painting has a unique energy and unique story. Also join our Patreon community for more exclusive content. I've made one course called Level Up Your Life, where I share all this knowledge in detail, and also guided meditations and so much more. So check it out, and also join our YouTube membership if you would love to support this channel. Thank you so much, my friend. I love you all, and till next time, one love.